What's good, fam? Yo, lock in cause you about to get some info on Drake that just hit the fan. And trust me, you ain't heard the full mess like this before. I'm about to lay out the realest side of how this man officially fumbled the bag, crashed out in public, and is now scrambling with lawsuits that low-key expose him more than ever. This man went from Toronto's Iceman to a straight-up cupcake in record time. All it took was Kendrick pushing his buttons with a single song, and now, let's just say, dude got cooked so bad, he run into the court system looking for a lifeline. But it ain't looking like there's no rescue coming for Kendrick, but a major L for Drake. You want the real breakdown? Stay right here, cause y'all ain't seen Drake get embarrassed like this before. All right, so first off, Drake out here wilding, trying to flip the script with some super petty legal moves. He over here aiming at Universal Music Group, talking about they had a hand in torching his rep during the biggest stage in America, the Super Bowl. Bruh said UMG straight set him up, letting Kendrick get that "Not Like Us" off during halftime, all in front of 100 million plus. Let that sink in. A song clowning you on the biggest TV crowd, your ops dancing with the world watching, and your only move is to cry in court. That's not six God energy. That's more like please save me energy. But I need y'all to understand how cooked this is. Drake's amended lawsuit claims UMG basically let Kendrick get away with murder, musical murder, but still, by hyping up a diss track and not shutting it down. He's saying Not Like Us was defamation, like it's a violation of his rights or something. But fam, we all know how the game works. Rap, beef, been diss after diss from day one. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Nas, Pusha T, the whole catalog. Everybody been called something in the track. Drake just don't like that the whole internet believed it this time. Super Bowl made that diss way bigger than your normal album drop. So now Drake feeling that heat times 1,000. UMG peeped what Drake was attempting and straight up laughed in his face. Real talk. Label out here saying this man just mad. He lost the biggest rap battle of the decade. Dude took a L so heavy he trying to rewrite the rules. They filed to dismiss it, basically saying, get this soft stuff out of court, bruh. They even let it be known diss tracks are art. They're performative, exaggerated, and part of the culture. You can't be a rapper dishing shots for years, then run to court like you the victim the first time somebody hit back. For real. And let's not get it twisted. UMG on some freedom of expression vibes, making sure the courts know this isn't like some actual coordinated attack on Drake's soul. It's Kendrick doing what he do best. Spitting bars, pushing boundaries, talking his talk. Honestly, UMG's whole defense is a W. If you think about it, if they let Drake win this nonsense, if ever he hurt my feelings this case gets through, hip-hop will be dead tomorrow. So it's not just Drake taking a personal L. He almost killed diss records for everybody, which is wild if you know even a little about where this culture came from. Pure clown behavior. But y'all, Drake got even bolder with it. His whole case gets even wilder when you remember the Made Freestyle. You know, the one where he used that AI-generated Tupac and Snoop Dogg voice to try and send a shot at Kendrick. That move right there had everybody, including Pac's own people, like, what is he on? Bruh out here disrespecting legends, borrowing their voices for internet points, trying so hard to look tough because he can't win head-to-head with real bars. Let me break this down so it's clear. Using AI to fake Tupac telling Kendrick, air your dirty laundry, was a desperate flex gone wrong. Tupac's estate didn't find that vibe funny at all. They clapped back, made sure Drake had to pull the song down, and put the whole world on notice that some things are sacred, even in rap beef. Drake basically tried to use a ghost to win a fight he started, and that's just another reason everybody calling him corny right now. When you go on AI stands just to get some smoke off your chest, you already lost, man. He thought he could bully Kendrick using legends, and all it proved, Drake got a creative gas just flailing in the wind now, and it gets deeper, cause the words in that tailor-made freestyle getting turned around on him. He was so desperate to prove Kendrick a liar, claim everything said about him was defamation, that he forgot the court gon' look at his lyrics too. And when the judge see Drake putting Stranger Things type bars in his own mouth through Tupac's voice, well, the irony is just poetic. That gotcha moment, but to yourself. He set the whole legal trap, tripped over his own shoelaces, and face planted in front of the whole hip-hop universe. Let's talk about that Super Bowl halftime, because this right here is when everything shifted permanent. Kendrick stepped up, cool as ice, performed Not Like Us, with the whole world locked in. That track shook the building. Social media exploded. Mainstream media ran with every lyric, and all the memes cooked Drake so hard he became a punchline in his own city. Kendrick ain't just win the battle. He ruined the man's whole mystique. Drake been trying to spin the narrative ever since, but the damage is permanent. Not Like Us just too iconic now. You gotta peep the layers. Kendrick's performance wasn't just another show, it was a public execution. After that, people ain't look at Drake the same. All those memes, all the think pieces, all the TikToks, roasting him, bro, that image not coming back. You can't undo the Super Bowl. The L is stamped in the history books. Kendrick came out looking grown, controlled, savage. Drake just started looking lost, soft, and mad out of touch. He used to be the main character. Now he just a glitch in the background. And here's the wildest part. Drake's not reading the room at all. Instead of learning his lesson, cleaning up his act, or making a real inspiring comeback, man doubling down with more lawsuits, more PR stunts, and more desperate moves. People not feeling sorry for him, they just clowning him harder. Even industry legends looking at Drake like, bruh, this ain't the dude you think it is. The more he pushes, the more exposed he gets. Yo, if y'all rocking with this breakdown so far, hit that like and subscribe. You know I'm bringing you straight heat every time, keeping it a buck, not letting none of the industry smoke get swept under the rug. Plus, that engagement lets other folks see the truth too. And trust me, with the way this drama unfolding, nobody should be missing out on how wild Drake's fall from grace really getting. We only halfway through, and believe me, what comes next is even more ridiculous. Stick around. Now, real talk, let's get into how all these legal stunts and public fails really seeping into Drake's rep. Because what's happening to him now might just be the start of the end for the certified lover boy era, and I got receipts to back that up. Man, so check it. What we're witnessing right now is how all this drama is starting to haunt Drake in ways he ain't never experienced before. It's like, bro, everything he built his image on just falling apart piece by piece. Remember when folks saw Drake as that untouchable boss, always a step ahead, always setting trends in the rap game? Now his moves ain't looking calculated. They're looking hella desperate. He's not moving like a leader in the culture. He moving like he trying to catch up. And when you out here trying to sue Kendrick, trying to drag UMG, and you using words like defamation over a diss track, come on, that's textbook crash out behavior. The streets been peeped it, the industry peeped it, and more, even his old fan base peeping it too. See, the thing is, reputation in hip hop ain't just about music. It's about respect. It's about how you stand on your words, how you bounce back after AL, how you hold yourself accountable. And Drake, he just refusing to do any of that, bruh. When push came to shove, he ain't take his L on the chin and flip it to a comeback album or some grown man bars. Nah, he hit the panic button, tried to lawyer up and play the blame game with the same system he been profiting off for years. That's not just an L for one beef, that's an L that follows for the rest of your legacy. And let's not act like the world forgot how Drake got to this spot in the first place. Man used to be Teflon, yeah, but it's like every era has that one superstar that starts to believe their own hype too heavy and ends up crashing. Remember Meek Mill? He got cooked and then bounced back humble, rebuilt his story, made it out the other side with more respect than before. Drake not doing that. He just doubling down on the same PR spin, the same victim act. Like people ain't finna know it's the switch up. And bro, Kendrick never even had to break a sweat, for real. All Kendrick had to do was keep it solid, let the music speak. That's why the energy shifted. W for real artistry, L for manufactured clout. But let's dig into the effect on the music too, because Drake's moves got the industry side-eyeing him different now. Everybody gotta ask, if you can't handle a diss track, are you even cut out for this anymore? All these lawsuits, all these threats, labels, artists, even producers starting to look at Drake like he a liability now. No one want to collab with somebody who might hit you with court papers the moment they can't hang. It sets a whole new precedent that's mad dangerous. Imagine a world where you got to clear your lyrics with a team of lawyers just because one dude can't handle some bars. That ain't hip hop. That's corny. You got to feel too for the folks around Drake, man. Look at his circle. Once he was rolling deep, every artist under OVO wanted to be in every room he walked in. Now, after this Super Bowl L and them sketchy legal tactics, his circle looking real empty. Dudes who've been riding with him suddenly ain't front row at the concerts. Industry insiders been quietly switching teams, and that's how you know it's bigger than headlines. It's about how the industry really operates. You only as hot as your latest debut, and right now Drake freezing. And let's really keep it 100. The old Drake might have used this moment to just drop something undeniable, flip the narrative, get everybody lined up to say he back. Instead, bro, focusing all his energy on looking for new scapegoats, looking for some drama to cook up behind the scenes, trying to drag Kendrick's name through the mud on IG, throwing shade at anybody who even a little critical. That energy, that's a losing mindset. Instead of rising, you just looking smaller and smaller every time you lash out. What makes this all even crazier is the ripple effect on how fans view Drake's whole catalog now. You see folks online, on X, on TikTok, everywhere, re-listening to his old stuff, looking for signs that maybe the persona was always capped. It's like the curtain lifted. Every old Drake bar sound a little less authentic. Every six God flex sound more and more hollow. People questioning, was he ever really that dude, or was it all image? When the image fade and folks ain't buying the legend anymore, that long-term loyalty start crumbling fast. Dare you for Kendrick again, cause this man forced everybody to inspect the legend, and most didn't like what they found. On the flip side, Kendrick just out here playing chess, letting Drake keep making moves that dig the hole deeper. Bro, the patience is next level. He ain't jump online with messy rants. He ain't go off on long podcasts trying to clear his name. Kendrick let the bars and the culture do the talking. That's powerful. He let the people debate and meme and joke without ever handing them a bad look. Meanwhile, Drake been scrambling, looking for a single W but only racking up more L's. It's the clearest case of a role reversal, the rap game done seen in a minute. If Drake really wanted to redeem himself, he'd drop the victim act and actually listen to what the game and his own peers been saying. he'd get back in the S2, lock in, drop a project that ain't chasing charts, but actually got substance and real pain behind it, like the stuff that made him big in the first place. Folks would respect that all day. He could own his losses, use it for material, and come back way harder. History showed the best rap comebacks happen not when you beat your enemies, but when you stop running from your own ills. That's a blueprint. He just choosing to ignore it. Meanwhile, the legal side of all this don't look like it's playing in his favor either. Judges seeing through the logic. Even if Drake got the money for endless appeals and hype lawyers, the principle of his whole case is faulty. You can't paint yourself as the king of the culture and then play Karen when the fire get turned up. Labels ain't risking their platforms just so Drake can save his pride. The precedent way too messy. If the court sides with UMG and Kendrick, which everything pointing to right now, then Drake just wrote his own ill in legal ink. It would be the most public self-sabotage since Ja Rule thought he could clown 50 Cent. Straight up. And look, everybody in the rap game gotta learn that what you say, how you act, that stuff don't fade when the beef is over. Drake put some things on wax. He can't walk back now. Lines that the judge got receipts for, actions that will haunt his legacy every time diss records come up. Made Freestyle was supposed to be a flex, but now it's just Exhibit A and showing he didn't understand the assignment. Instead of landing a knockout punch, he swung wild and ended up hitting himself. That's next level embarrassment. His name gonna be the answer to how did rap lawsuits get out of hand for years. Let this be a lesson for the next generation of artists watching all this mess. You can have the money, the clout, and the yes men around you, but if you don't got the respect from peers, from the game, from the culture, it don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, your words and moves echo beyond the headlines. Drake ain't lose just to Kendrick. He lost to the very system he thought he mastered. When you weaponize the culture for your own pity party, don't be shocked when the culture spits you back out. Now, I want y'all to picture how different this whole thing could have went down if Drake handled it the right way. Imagine Drake coming out after the Super Bowl, hitting IG talking about, yeah, Kendrick got that one off. Mad respect. Wait till you hear my next drop. No lawsuit, no defamation claims, just bars for bars, energy for energy. That would have brought the competitive vibe back, had everybody hyped for round two, maybe even earned back some love from the ones clowning him now. That's what real MCs do. They don't run from smoke, they turn it into fuel. But instead, he basically took his bat and ball and ran home. And now, with this saga close to wrapping up, the big takeaway is clear. The universe got a wild sense of humor. Drake got caught up in his own tactics, his own ego moves until the trap he set tripped him up. Kendrick didn't have to outfox him in the courtroom. He just had to sit back and let Drake talk himself into the dirt. If you think about it, that's the coldest way to lose. And unless Drake get a reality check quick and make it right, best believe he writing himself into the what not to do section of the hip hop textbooks. So let me know for real, has Drake hit rock bottom yet? Or is there further to fall? Would you respect the comeback? Or is his legacy already cooked for good? Who you think taking the next W in this saga? Or is hip hop just about to pass the torch onto a whole new generation after watching Drake fumble like this? Drop your thoughts, your wildest theories. I read every single one. And if you're trying to keep up with more real talk and no industry fluff, make sure you tap that subscribe, like the vid, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. It's been one wild ride, and trust me, the next move might be the wildest yet. Stay tuned.